They noticed him the second he walked in. Not because he looked important, but because he didn't belong. At least, that's what they thought. A small luxury boutique sat on the corner of downtown Manhattan. Polished marble floors, crystal lights, $10,000 watches behind glass cases. The kind of place where people didn't look at prices. They just nodded and said, "I'll take it." Then the door opened, and in walked a man wearing faded jeans, scuffed shoes, and a plain gray hoodie. No designer logos, no fancy watch, no confident show. Just quiet, calm, ordinary. The sales associates exchanged looks immediately. One whispered, "Lost?" Another smirked, probably just browsing. They didn't greet him, didn't offer help, didn't even pretend to care. Because in their minds, he wasn't a customer. He was a waste of time. The man walked slowly around the store, carefully, thoughtfully, running his fingers across the fabrics, checking the stitching, looking at the craftsmanship like he truly understood it. But every time he picked something up, someone would appear beside him. "Sir, those items are very expensive," as if he didn't already know. Another employee followed him closely, pretending to organize shelves, but really watching him like security. Customers nearby started staring too, judging, assuming, labeling. Finally, he stopped in front of the most expensive section in the store. Limited edition leather bags, handcrafted, imported, each one priced higher than a car. He picked one up, examined it quietly. A salesman rushed over, forced smile, tight voice. "Sir, maybe I can show you something more affordable." A couple of customers chuckled. The man simply looked at him, not angry, not embarrassed, just calm. Then he said something unexpected. "I'll take this one." The salesman blinked. "Sorry?" "This one," the man repeated. "I'll buy it." The room went quiet. The price tag read $28,000. The salesman smirked. "Of course, sir. We accept cards." The man reached into his pocket and placed a simple black card on the counter. No flash, no drama, just calm. The machine beeped. Approved. Not declined, not pending. Approved. Full payment. The smiles disappeared. The same employees who ignored him suddenly stood straighter, polite, overly polite. "Would you like gift wrapping, sir? Can we get you water, sir? Please come again, sir." But it was too late. He nodded once, took the bag, and walked out quietly. No anger, no speech, just silence. And everyone forgot about him. Or at least that's what they thought they did. 3 months later, everything changed. The manager called an emergency meeting, all staff required, no explanations. Rumors spread fast. Corporate audit, layoffs, new investors? Then the doors opened, and in walked a familiar figure. Same calm walk, same quiet presence, but this time no hoodie. Tailored suit, polished shoes, simple elegance. The room slowly went silent. The manager cleared his throat. "Everyone, I'd like you to meet the new owner of the brand." Confused looks. He recently acquired a controlling share of the company. Then the words that made their stomachs drop. "You've already met him." The man stepped forward. It was him, the cheap clothes guy, the one they laughed at, the one they followed like a thief. Now he owned the entire brand, not just the store, the brand, worldwide. No one spoke. No one could. He looked around the room calmly. "I visited this store months ago," he said softly. "I wanted to experience how customers are treated." He paused. "And I learned everything I needed to know." The air felt heavy. "I don't invest in products. I invest in people and culture." The next week, management changed, policies changed, attitudes changed, because respect was no longer optional. Before leaving, he added one final sentence.
Never judge a person by what they wear. Some of the wealthiest people you'll ever meet look the simplest. And just like that, the man they laughed at became the man who signed their paychecks. Funny how life works. Because sometimes the quietest person in the room is already 10 steps ahead. And what he did next for one employee who treated him kindly that day shocked everyone even more. But that story is part 2.